happens. So that's a good little trip burp. $55.66. 55 pounds, 0.66 it says. Give or take a pound or two. £55. 55. Please be 20 yards, which I know it's not. 18 yards. Of course, it's 18 yards. Well, I have a 15 yarder there, right? Let's move a little bit. 16. Hello from the other side. Must have cried 1,000 times to tell you I'm happy. You know it's foggy, must be cloudy out. And tell her that I don't like her anymore. Hey everybody, no one's on there, but I'm gonna say hi. I'm going to do a couple shots on the good old YouTube. What's top fan? That's cool. Top fan. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome. My name is Mike. This is Everitt Archery, and I'm gonna do a couple shots. I have this old school Jennings Huntmaster. If you guys don't know what this is the 1911 version of compound / recurve bow. I have this here bow. This is a arrow. Sorry, this is an Easton Sonic 6.0. I can't talk today. This is not normally used for my bow. This particular bow, I usually use my diamond. My diamond is taking a nap right now. I'm at 15 yards. This arrow itself is an 85 grain tip with blazer vanes. You know, it's like 386 grains, something like that. I'm at 15 yards. I'm going to shoot one real quick. I know it's going to probably shoot high because my other arrows are X5 Envies. They're 340 spine. And this is a 400 spine. I should be using these 400 spines for this bow. But the fact that the matter is, this bow is kind of like a hobby bow slash, you know, backup bow. So I haven't really bought proper arrows for this. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you so much. Sorry, I'm just I'm chatting away. But this bow itself, I don't use it often. So it's kind of a backup bow, to be honest with you. And it was a gift, so I've put very little money into it. I put all the parts on, which are, oh sorry, I'm putting this on. Hi Kimmy, how are you? Thank you for joining with me. So basically on this bow, I'm just going to talk you through real quick because I just feel like talking real quick. Everything on the bow is brand new except for the cams. These cams are old and dirt. They're probably the same age as this bow, which is probably like 20 years old. All True Glow parts. This is a True Glow 4 arrow holder, which you can also use for a crossbow. This is a 5-pin True Glow with a little light set up right there. An easy rest True Glow, an 8-inch stabilizer, extreme from Bee Singer. String is newer than what it is, but it's early brand new. I like what you're doing. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is I can't think the words. This is Bowtech. Not Bowtech of mine. Bojack Ling string silencers. This is also a Bojack limb dampener, and these things really work. This bow is like that. It's an old school Jennings Huntmaster. What was on here was cheap products, but it was worth it. What's on here now is relatively budget priced. The one was on before, there was like a piece of steel like that big on here. There was a Cobra drop away rest that didn't want to drop away. There was a G something sight which I didn't like. It was a movable sight. But anyway, I'm gonna shoot this real quick. I'm gonna shoot the rest of my arrows. I just want to shoot this man to see how well it shoots. I'll explain something in a minute. Let me just do a quick shot and see where it hits. I can't see. Anyway, so this bow was a gift from a friend of mine, so I kept it, and I put all the parts myself. I sighted everything myself. I got the string done at a bow shop, and they put the dampeners on and the string silencers on. But other than that, I did everything myself, which is also has a bee stinger quick release. I like bee stinger products; they're nice. Anyway, so the bow itself, newer bows, you can take this string stop right here and adjust it to your draw length. This one you can't. These are like two screws here. They're just set, so you can't twist this to just, because I'm a 30-inch draw length, and this is probably like a 27, maybe a 26. So like what I did was I have this set up so when I pull back, I go to my earlobe. It's high. I know I should be down here. I know that, but I put it there only because of the fact that when I was shooting this, I couldn't figure out where to set myself, and I was shooting this, and I have 4 of the bows. So I have this bow, which is a vintage bow, and I have a Diamond Edge 320, and I have 2 Samick bows. One's a hunting bow, one's an Olympic style recurve bow. When I was shooting this bow and then shooting the other bows, I couldn't find a proper anchor. I was fighting my anchor system, and I couldn't figure what anchor at, so I just put this on my, so I set it so it's on my earlobe, which is very high. I mean, I should be down on my jaw. I know that. But I put it there, so I said, this is a spot that's going to work for me for now. So I wanted to just have a permanent spot, because if I went here and it was off a little, or was off, it was just like, you know what, I just want to be doing this. I was like, you know what, earlobe, it's my knuckle. So my knuckle will hit the earlobe, and I'm good. March says, increase your bow draw length, and it will shoot a lot faster. The problem with this thing is the draw length, I can't set it. It's just, there's just 2 screws here. You see those 2 screws? That's it. I can't, this won't adjust any other way. I can't really move it. This I don't think I can. But I'm gonna find out. I gotta find someone that can adjust his draw length to my 30. If it is, then I can adjust everything back up. But I think this one's designed for like, you have to buy different string stops, and they're all twisted, a little funky, from what I've been told. That's why I haven't set it up yet like that. So I have it to my earlobe. My forearm is bent, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. What I'll do is I'll pull you guys back a little bit. Maybe you can see. So I'm going to use these arrows right here. I cut them down. They were another story within itself, but I'll just shoot one and I'll tell you about these arrows. These are X5 NBs, 340 spine. Yes, the number is lower, which means they're heavier. They're about 468 grains, I believe. This bow bow weight is about 55 pounds. My bow scale says 55.66. It might be off 1 or 2 pounds. So so these arrows here are from Colombia. Oh my God, I almost said Colombia. These arrows are from Cabela's. Nice arrows. They're durable. They're carbon. That's an 85 grain tip with the gold tip insert. As you can see, it says an X5 right there. X5 340 with a gold tip knock, and these are blazer vanes. When I shoot 40 yards with these, they just do one of these because they're too heavy. I should be shooting 400s. I know that. I bought a bunch of these because my first bow had which is the diamond. The guy said, give them these, give them full length, and they were full length at this weight. And when I shot 40 yards, at 50 pounds, they did this. And you know, I shot them like that for like 3 or 4 years, 3 years, and I was like, all right, da da da. And then I went through tack for my very first time. I went to tack and in Vermont. And when I was going to tack, I decided changing my bow. You can look at some of my footage of my bow, my diamond on this channel. I also have a TikTok. I don't know what TikTok name is on this, but probably Michael something. But you'll probably find me on TikTok if you look for me there. But anyway, I so I had to buy new arrows because I wasn't using these for tack because they're not the right ones. What am I so low for? That's funky. It is funky. Right now I'm shooting down to the left, which I don't like. It's probably me because I was shooting 20 yards just and I was hitting it, no problem. Anyway, so these guys gave me these full lengths, and it's my first time with a compound bow. He was like, "Oh yeah, you can go up in weight." So I shot 50 pounds for like 3 years, and I think I jumped up to now to like the Easton saws can only go up to 58 pounds. The cool thing about me shooting the low weight for 3 years, my back got adjusted and stronger by shooting the same weight all the time. Plus, I shoot a recurve, and the recurve really helped my back muscles engage properly. And then I learned how to engage my back with everything else I was doing. So it kind of helped me out shooting a low weight to get comfortable, get relaxed, and get chill with it. And then I jumped up to 5 pounds with this, 50 pounds, 55 pounds with this, which extra 5 pounds. Also jumped up to like 56, 58 pounds, like that. I got to call the guy, see what that bow width is going to be. I mean, I got to look at my bow and go from there. Because the guy said it for me. I want to call him and see what he says. That he'll probably know. But yeah. So I'm shooting this because I want to shoot this. I haven't shot this in a few months actually, because I want to take this to a 3D course and shoot it. But again, I have like about a dozen of these arrows, so I don't want to get rid of them. So it's kind of silly to get rid of them when I can just keep them. Maybe I cut 4 of them to length. So I'm hoping if I cut them to length, I might become a little less or more. The spine will get weaker, bring it down to a 400, maybe like maybe a 360, something like that. So hopefully I can get it to be like that, and it will be cool. That was bad. Of course, the last shot I shoot was bad. I will push you guys out so you can see my arm. You'll see it's like this. It's like that, and I need to be like this. And you doing that with your hand like that, your back muscles tighten up, and I only shoot for a little while. And this is a very good bow. I'm not gonna lie. This is a very good bow for free. And if I can get this to be at 30, I'll love it. I mean, I'm gonna keep it because if I try to sell it to somebody, they're gonna be like, "I'll give you $40 for it." I mean, the parts on the bow are more money than the bow itself. But I like this bow a lot. I want to keep it. I like it. I'm not going to get rid of it as much as I think about getting rid of it. But again, who's going to buy this bow? No one's going to buy it. This is one of those bows that you just, you set it up, you put it on the shelf, you leave it there, and you say, "That's a good bow. My grandfather had that, and his daddy had that bow, and now I got it." So, but that wasn't the case for me. So anyway, put this down, go walk at the 15-yarder and go see what I did. It's not pretty, I know that. So let's go take a look real quick. I do talk a lot. Sorry, guys. Remove this a little bit too. It's funny when you shoot your bow, you want to know as much as you can about your bow. The more you know about your bow, the better you'll be as a shooter. That's ugly. That is garbage. But again, I'm just shooting to shoot, so I group pretty well. Ow, let me see. Can I spin you around? And yes, I was aiming higher. So that's not bad grouping, but I wanted to be higher up. So that's the only issue I had with that. I mean, they're not bad. It's just I was aiming higher. I will move my sight up a little bit. I mean, actually, I need to lower it down, but I'm not gonna lower it down right now because I need to set everything differently. So, yeah, I'm just playing with it. I'm just enjoying it. I'm not really going too crazy with it because I don't really care until I actually decide to take this bow to a actual 3D event. Then I'll actually adjust it. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to use, if I'm going to try and keep these arrows or go out and buy some other arrows. I have like 3 selections of arrows that I have for 4 bows. One of them is the blackouts. The other one is the Sonics, which is Eastern. Another Eastern Legacies, and I have Black Eagle. Black Eagle are very thin. I mean, they're like 600 grains arrows because they're designed for my someone said they're like youth arrows, but I hope they're not. I got those because that was my very first arrow I ever shot for a bow, and I have Olympic style recurve bow, so they gave me the full length Black Eagle Intrepids, and they're like tiny. They shoot fantastic. I didn't trade them in because I don't know if I should trade them in because I don't want to. What's the word? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And when I shoot those arrows, they fly nice. So I ain't gonna fix it. I mean, yeah, they're small. So like I have 600 spine, 400 spine, 400 spine. In these 340s. 340s are the wrong ones. I can probably just go someplace and hopefully they'll just take them and trade them in for like $1, cents on the dollar. But I don't want to get rid of them unless I know for sure I'm gonna get some money from them. If you don't, then there's no point getting rid of them. We're right there. So we're gonna shoot another 15. Let me just make sure I'm actually at 15 because I don't know where I'm at 15. I have my rangefinder. I'm just double guess it. So excuse me if you can't really hear me. 14.6, a little off. 15.1. All right, so it should be currently back here. So let's go be back here real quick. I'll move you guys in a second. Put this thing right there. Put you over here. Let's do some shooting. So I'll shoot. I'm gonna leave my my Sonics alone. And honestly, the Sonics were they weren't cheap. I tell you that. They ain't cheap to buy. So I don't want to damage them. I went to TAC in Vermont. I did the Leopold course, kind of in like a not mucky. It was kind of like a cloudy, rainy day, and the sight I was using for my bow, which is a Diamond 320, I have 10-inch bee stinger stabilized in the front, 8-inch on the back with a bee stinger full motion back bar mount. No whisker biscuit rest octane, 4-arrow quiver octane quiver, and I bought a HHA full motion or movable sight. So for like 2 weeks, I was shooting that thing in my house, and I've never shot past 60 yards ever in my life. But I had to learn how to do that here. I had to learn to do it here because at TAC you get to shoot between 15 to 60. So I'm usually in my yard like this, and I always shot who's that? Baits and Bows. Say hi. I say hi to Baits and Bows. So I used to shoot my yard 15 to 40 yards, and 40 yards is like my spot. I could shoot there. So I had to learn to shoot 60. So I had to redial my sight in, dial it in, messed up, dialed it again because my string had broke, and then I do it again. It was very annoying, but it helped me out because the practice I did every day. I practice usually once a week. I ain't gonna lie. I practice once a week at least. But I practice every day for like 2 weeks. That tournament, and and the thing with that is what helped me out is I had a really hard punch thing. I was punching all the time. I'm probably punching now, but all of a sudden I just realized pull on the bow. And I was always afraid to pull back in the bow. When you have like this bow, it's a little bit of a drop and it stays, but with the diamond, it goes back and you can rest it and there's no weight. and I was always afraid to pull on the bow string and then just squeeze and pull through. And one day I was like, just do it. And I did it. And I was like, oh, that's how it feels. And oh, that's how the bow should fly when you do it right. So I'm naturally right-handed. But with my other bow, I'm actually left-eye dominant. So I shoot my bow left-handed. And that's a challenge by itself. So yeah, I have a couple little trial error things going on with me, but so now, like I said, I'll shoot left-handed for a while, and I'll shoot right-handed. I can shoot right-handed with this, but it's tricky because my brain is trying to say, use your left hand, push with the right hand. I'm like, no, I'm right-handed. So every time I shoot with this, it throws me off quite a bit. Not purposely, it's just what it is. Because sometimes I'll see double when I shoot my right hand. But I mean, but it works. I'll do it. Some days I'm doing really well. Other days, not so much. So sometimes you'll see me like, oh, I'll just pull it back, and that's when I pull it back, I know I did a good job. And some days I just don't do a good job. So yeah, that's me. And then I also have, like I said, Samick. I have a Samick bows. I have a Samick Discovery recurve 62-inch. I have a Samick Discovery 68-inch. That's my Olympic style recurve, which I modified to be as such Olympic style. And my 62-inch is a hunting bow, which has a small, like this, like it has an Octane 5.5-inch stabilizer on it, so it can just little wobble. Because with that, when I shoot that, it bounces in my hand. And I hate vibration in my hand. I just don't like it. So I do my best with all my bows to have it less vibration as possible, because I just don't want any residual shock in my hand. So yeah, I'm gonna probably, again, it's low as hell. So yeah, I gotta move my sight. So I'll move it later. I mean, I'll show you again. I'm low, right? I'm really low. I want to be higher up. So they're just low. And I get it. But whatever. When I shoot 20, which I will in a second, they're gonna probably be right where it needs to be. And sometimes when I shoot, I'll just shoot 3 groups. Like I'll shoot another set one more time, but I didn't warm up. This is basically me cold, just me practicing. So when you guys saw me, I didn't shoot, get my bow out, and I started, literally started right then and there. So these are 4, 8, 9 shots, basically cold shots, So I would say for anybody who shoots a bow and you're gonna do like an event, warm up. Quick little warm up. Even if you don't want to shoot, just warm up a little, because if you don't, you're gonna shoot like crap, and you're gonna be like, "What the hell's going on? I should shoot better." And trust me, it happens to me all the time. I get pissed when I go to events and I shoot like crap, and I didn't warm up. I mean, sometimes for me, all I need to do is just move my arms a little bit and just warm up, not shoot. All the time, I need to actually like shoot a little bit to get better. Let me put you guys right here. I'll try my best to, let me find my 20 real quick, and I will move this camera away from me so you can see what's going on with my arm. And again, it's not me, it's just the bow. The bow is just smaller, and I can't, like I said, like Marshall said, increase the draw length, but I can't because of the thing there. And I don't know who else can fix it until I find someone that can actually fix it. Let me see if I can find 20 yards real quick. This is probably 20 yards here, I bet. $19.2. If you guys ever go to TAC, you see this? This is a Pursuit 850. If it's a nice day out, take this. If it ain't a nice day like it was for me, get yourself a Leopold sight. 26. 20.6. I brought this. I was like, yeah, I'll be good. No issues. Nah. I found out real quick that my bow, she don't like the fog. So when I was ranging stuff, it was like, oh, 16 yards. I'm like, oh, I'm going to miss. So my HHA sight, which I now love. If you guys are shooting fixed pins, get rid of it. Get rid of it. You know why? Because once you get a movable sight, you got to shoot like 52 yards, 26 yards, 31 yards, 36, 40, 45 yards, whatever it is. You can just versus like, all right, I'm at 30. If I go up a little bit, so like this bow right here is a fixed pin. I love it, but the problem is when I shoot it, sometimes it and I if I'm shooting it and I have to hit something and I don't like the one I'm hitting, it doesn't grate me. So I'm gonna keep the bow as it is, but I'm gonna say my next bow I'm gonna get a fixed. I mean, I'm gonna get a movable sight. I can't change that anymore. I need that. Hello from the other side. I must have cried 1,000 times to tell you I'm sharing. Wasting your time with this arrow. You don't like me anymore. All right, put you guys right about here. Hope you guys can see me. Ice is nice. Oh, it's nice. Yes, you're pretty. Yes, you're a pretty kid. Your Bobby Boucher action ain't going. All right, 20 yards, 55 pounds, 0.6. And you should be able to see my bow arm bend, and I can't change it. For a while I was bringing the bow forward so my bow arm could be straight, which meant my nose wasn't touching. But I had no choice because I was trying to get this to be straight. So we go up, we push and pull down to the ear, the arm bend. That's how bad my arm's bent. It's bent like this, like that. So love to get this fixed, but again, I know I'm not going to happen. So it's what it is. And like I said, this is like an old school bow, and I'm holding history in my hand. So it's Jennings is no longer around. I think Gold Tip bought Jennings, and I think Jennings is also a part of someone else. That was bad. I punched. See, I was talking about how I punch. I just punched because in my mind I have like a mental clock. I'm like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, shoot, 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 and I don't shoot. I'm not target panicking, but I'm just like I should have released a little earlier. So if you can see my back arm, you can see it just fly back. If that arm is flying back, you're doing it right. And I guarantee if you do right, you're going to feel it. You're going to be like, oh, that's how it feels like. And it feels nice to shoot it correctly. For a while, I was shooting wrong so many times. I was like, I need to figure this out. And the thing with archery is you don't have someone to tell you what's what. You know what I mean? You don't. You just have you. Unless you have some friends. And last time I checked, there ain't nobody here but me. So, so yeah, sometimes you got to learn how to do it yourself, which sucks. But it's doable, but it's hard. The best thing to do is, get a camera out, record. I'm going to, do some recording with some stuff soon because my recurve bow, my 62-inch, that thing stacks. Oh my God, it stacks. It stacks so much. And when you shoot a compound bow, you don't really have a stack. You just have it what it is. But with the recurve, it goes from 0 to like wherever it is. And if you have a longer draw length, it jumps up. So like my bow is a 62-inch, 35 pounds, I think. 35 pounds. So when I pull it back, it jacks up to like 49 or 47. Yeah, and my other one is 32 pounds. It jacks up to like 47 pounds, something like that. It's like a 2-pound difference. But yeah, I do enjoy shooting this bow. I wish I can if I had the option, I'll shoot every day. I ain't gonna lie. If I can shoot every day at home and not go to work, I'd be just happy boy. But you gotta pay the bills, gotta make that money. No, all right. So you're gonna see you're gonna see 2 good shots and 2 bad shots. So be ready. No judgment. All right, 20 yards. The higher ones is where I released correctly. The 2 bottom ones, I think I punched a little bit because they dropped. When you punch, you don't really your arm drops a little bit. So that's what I'm saying. So I know my 20-yard pin is right. My 15-yard pin is a little high, so I have to bring it down. But again, I'm not going to do that right now because there's no point. Hope you guys liked the video. I appreciate you guys subscribing and watching me. I know, archery isn't fun, but it's what it is. I mean, archery is one thing where it's like golf. You sit here, you shoot, you analyze, you focus, and you shoot again. But if you like mental, I can't say exercise. If you like shooting a bow, it's because 2 things: the challenge and the mental thought process you got to go through. Because it's a lot of work to shoot a bow. You have to stand the right way. You got to pull a bow back. You got to bring the bow to your nose. You got to anchor properly. You got to like get into a zen-like state for a few minutes. Then you got to release right, and then you got to hope and pray when you release right, your bow arm doesn't move the last second like everybody else. When you shoot, usually you go like that. You should go like that and not go. Or I always shoot, my arm does that a little bit. Just a little twerk, and that little twerk or little movement changes everything with the shot. So I'm looking around to see what's around. Nothing's around. I'm just looking. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. I'm gonna shoot another 20. Unless you guys want me to shoot a 30, 40. You guys let me know in the comments. So what do you want to do? Another 20, or I can do a 40. My fixed pin only does 40. I'll show you. So way back there is I can do a 40, but 60 is like where the tree is. I can't do 60 yards with this bow yet because of the fact that it's not enough. It's probably enough power, but I don't have a 60-yard range pin in this thing yet, and I don't plan on changing this bow to be high end because I'm not spending a ton of money for a movable sight. I wish I did, but I bought what I had and hooked it up and left it, and that's how it's going to stay. I will say, in the near future, possibly Christmas, if I'm a good pup, I do plan on getting a new bow. I'm trying to get myself a Darton 35 XT square or XT2. It's 35 axle. It's pretty sweet bow actually. And I was really trying to get like a I'm not trying to get Hoyt. I don't know why. I heard like Hoyt is like the weird. It's a good bow, but I'm not a Hoyt person, so I'm not trying to get Hoyt. I'm not trying to get Matthews because Matthews has their own like parts. My goal is to take my diamond parts, put it back to basic, get my other bow, my Darton, and put the parts on that to this. So like the only thing I don't have right now is a proper proper rest. My rest is I'm gonna get will be I want to get either QAD droppable. I can't see. I don't know why. A QAD droppable rest. I'm trying to say rest. But I also want to get a ripcord ripcord drop for my diamond to try it out. Because if I get the QAD, it's going to be the modified version or the what you want to call it, like the clamp thing that goes on the bow. So that's what I want to get for the diamond, the Darton, diamond Darton. So if I get the Darton, I'm gonna take all my parts, put it on the new one, and then try to sell my old one. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm doing too much talking. I'm shooting right, and I'm losing guys left and right here. So hopefully you guys will be sticking around for me to shoot. Watch me shoot a Darton. I'll put you guys over here real quick. Just like that. There we go. That way you can see my elbow, how bad it's really bent. So yeah, hopefully by December, I'll buy a Darton, and that's gonna be a whole new experience because it's gonna be a bigger bow. This is kind of a long bow. On my diamond's probably 32 inches axle, and I think, well, 34, something like that. I'm not trying to go under. You know, I don't want to. I can buy a Bowtech, but Bowtech is nice, but I want to get something that's going to be, you know, longer and drawing, so I can have a longer axle, so I can have better balance. You see how bad my bow arm is? It's all bad. It's bent. It's pretty bad. So I don't know. I want you guys to give me a little information. I can do two things. I could try to get these arrows and get rid of them and buy new arrows and get proper arrows for this bow. Or I can keep these arrows and cut them all, which I don't want to do because of the wrong spine for my bow. I'm definitely not jacking this thing up to 60 pounds. That's crazy. I'm sure I could do it, but I don't want to. You know, there's no point being overbowed, especially if I can't fully extend my arm properly. Maybe I'll get some. I mean, you guys tell me, what do you guys like for arrows? If you guys are shooting bows, if you guys like certain brand, I'm actually, now I've shot my Easterns. I think I want Easterns. I have Eastern Legacy Carbon for my recurve, and I have Eastern Sonics. So I might get rid of 2 groups of arrows and get Easterns because I like the Easterns now. That was sweet. That was so sweet. This is my last setup, so I'm losing, guys. I know you guys are kind of bored of me shooting. So yeah, I'm gonna just call us a quits right now because I gotta have dinner soon. Show the bow. That's the bow. It's pretty long. There is no there's no string stop on this. I should buy a string stop. I mean, the string stop will attach to here and go down to here. But if I do that, then I have to get, you know, the serving brought down there. But again, I don't know if I even want to do that. Again, I'm not trying to put a ton of money into that bow because it's a nice bow. But it's like, do I want to put a ton of money into a 20-year-old bow and it doesn't even shoot? No, sorry. My drawing doesn't work right. Let me tell you how good I grouped this now. Check this out. Look at this at 20 yards. 20 yards. Bang it. Count it. Like, that's money. I mean, like, I'm a little low, yes. A little low, but that's money. So what I should do, I should just try and drop my pins down a little bit. Or I can probably just move the whole sight down a little bit. I'll probably do that. I'll move the whole sight down just a little bit. But that's tight. I mean, that's freaking good. I'm sorry. I mean, at 20 yards, if I was hunting and I had something at 20 yards, that's a wrap. You know? So anyway, guys, you guys have been fantastic. I appreciate you all watching me and hanging out with me. I haven't gone live on YouTube in a while, so that's why I came on this just to do a video, because I haven't done a video in a while. I've been doing a lot of videos on TikTok, and I was like, you know what, gotta come back to my base and talk to you guys and see how it's going over here. But tight, right? So you guys let me know what I should do. If you guys want some comments, I would love to read some comments and tell me what you guys think. If I should just get rid of these arrows and get proper arrow, because when I get to 40 yards, they do a lot of wobblies. And then after I shot my Sonic for the very first time, and it just went straight like a dart, I was like, yo, I'm never, ever changing arrows to the wrong ones again. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. Anyway, you guys have been fantastic. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you guys will come back and subscribe to my channel. Maybe this Sunday I'll go for a shootout. I don't know. Because what stinks is the shootouts are always on a Sunday. And myself is like, I'm trying to be home on a Sunday. But I'll see. Anyway, press the like button, subscribe to my channel, give me some comments, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. Hope you guys stay safe and stay happy, stay shooting. I'll talk to you later. Bye. It's a wrap.